Okay, here we go again. Enda here from TrendSpotter, up $737.50 on Netflix. One trade, like what, 8 minutes long? Maybe 10 actually. I'll check. Okay, let's dive right in. So Netflix out of the gate. What did it do? Did the usual, pull down. Okay. Never trade the first background color here because you don't know what's going to happen. Well, this happens. This crazy stuff happens. Where do you get in? How do you know? So just ignore that. Okay, always ignore the first one. Wait for the trend meter to change, and you see it changing green down here. There's your buy signal. Now, what have I been telling you? Don't get in as soon as you see it. You got to measure the distance between, or count the distance between the EMA and there. And I wanted you to get in 30 to 40 cent away from it. So because this was 38, 368, 38, I kind of said to myself, I'll get in on the turn of the whole number, right? So I was like, look, I'll get in at 368. But I got in at 368.07, I think it was, when I pressed it, because I saw it kind of hovering, and I said, oh, it's going to move, it's going to run off without me. So I said, shit, I'll just get in, right? So here is the move. And I was in that, it's 47 until 59. Where's that? There, yeah, this one. So that was it. And 370.33 was just about there. So I sold half, 75 cents, came back here, never came near my entry, sold the rest $2, that was it, done. 737.50. Couldn't be easier. That's how we roll with TrendSpotter. Anyone else, I don't know what you're doing. You probably have way more kind of technical analysis and all drawn on charts and playing around with all that kind of stuff. And that's great. If you're into that and you're making loads of money, that's great. If you're not, use TrendSpotter and see what it does. That's what it does. So, that was it, done. I stopped trading. But look, here's another one. And the reason I stopped trading, by the way, is I'm a chicken. Okay, I don't want to go back into a trade when I win a nice amount of money on my first trade. I don't want to go back in and lose it. That's how much of a chicken I am. I'm not that kind. I'm not a brave trader, but I am a technical trader, and I do kind of hone in on what I want. So look at this here. There's a second arrow down, okay, in the short thing, and let's see where it is. So that's 369.57. So 47.37. Let's say 27, maybe. Yeah, there. Okay. And what are we talking about here? 159. Well, let's look at this actually. This is another. So, okay, so I'm going to pull all this all the way down, and I'll tell you why. It's a $3 move, but we'll call it $2 for our purposes, because my strategy is sell half at 75 cents on these larger caps and let the rest ride. But if it comes back to my entry, I get out. I get out maybe plus 2 or 3, 5 cents maybe. Depends on how kind of fast it is. I don't want to lose any money, so I will make 187.50 if this hits 75 cents. And it kind of always hits 75 cents. Now, if you sold 75 cents down here, right? And as you can see here, let's just pull this off. So your entry's in here, right? Let's pull up one of these things here. If your entry was in whatever, there, it doesn't matter, right? And it came down. See, it never came back. So you're already up 187. So you're in the money, right? And then it's pulling up here, but it's just weak looking. And there you go. And look, it came back up. Oh, ready with my finger, but I'm 25 cents away. So I'm still like, I'm still comfortable. And there was no major. See the way only one arrow appeared. It just kind of triple topped here, whatever you want to call it. Just make up a word if you want. And then it came back down here, and then it just came back down. And that's it. That's patience in a trade. And that's why if you had taken this one, that's an easy formula to make money on it. Not rocket science, not I did this and I did this. I do the same thing every day, guys. Every single day I do exactly the same thing. I get in on a trade that I look at, and if it sets up, I get in. And if I lose on the first trade, I go back in for a second trade. That is my 99% goal, and usually on the same stock, but I don't FOMO back in. I don't just rush in. I wait for a setup. So that would have been two beautiful trades, but I didn't take that one because, again, I'm a chicken. So let's move on to Nvidia. Nvidia, yeah, you know, my strategy with Nvidia is kind of take all at 75 cents or a dollar, if you can. So that's pre-market. So you ignore the first one, take the second one. So there's the second one. And how far are we from the now? These low, well, Nvidia, Roku, and beyond. I'm a 30-cent person when it comes to getting in with the EMA. So let's have 250.20, 250.34. Yeah, so let's go 40, right? Yeah, why not? There you go, 40, right? Does it get a dollar? There you go. That's $500 right there. $500. No sell half and all that kind of stuff. I'm not looking for $2 on these stocks. Even though it's 250 and Netflix is 350, this doesn't move like that. Okay, you have to know the stock you're trading. So there you go. That's $200 or $500. Sorry, what am I saying? And again, that would have been me done for the day. But the more greedy guts in you can kind of get in here, and you see you don't get your dollar there. So it's losing momentum, and that's what happens. Anyways, it happens around half 10. But Nvidia is just not kind of. I'm going to look for a stock that has a similar flow to Roku and beyond. I pulled Tesla up, guys, and I want to show you why. I've been watching Tesla the last few days. I used to trade Tesla, but it's gone too expensive. But let's have a look at Tesla today, if anyone had the guts to trade it. And I suppose options traders can look at this. So there's your down, and there's your buy. And your first one would have been, so you can't go, well, see, here's the problem. This blows every 10 cent, 20 cent, 50 cent out of the water. This is just dollars and dollars. So wherever you, let's get in there and see what you get. Maybe a $6 win, maybe. I don't know. For a $2.40 loss. That's a good. That's a 3 to 1, isn't it? Does it say it there? I thought it used to say 2.66 to 1. Yeah. Now, then you ignore this one because there's no sell signal, and there's your buy again. So let's have a look at this for a buy. Look, you can already see it. I'm only showing off here. But so in here somewhere, and a $3.62 move. So you gotta think about, look. It's a $3.62 for a $65 win. So look, I'm only showing you. I'm only messing with this. I'm not trading that. But you know, this is possible. It is possible. Look, you've made more money in here. Even on the one candle, you're making money. But let's pull back to our old buddy Roku. And we'll see what's going on here. I'm going to keep this short now. I'm already harping on too much. Roku, did you do anything today? I didn't even look because I'm just kind of hanging around Netflix. So there's your first move down. There's your up. Okay. So up we go. Roku long position. In you go here. Maybe a bit away. What's that now? That's 49, 59, 69, 79. Maybe just in. Yeah, $2 move on Roku. That was easy. $2 handy move on Roku. That's short. You need a second arrow on that. This is kind of misfiring, but all the guys that have TrendSpotter, you have the ones with just the arrows on it. So ignore that one. And there's your second short here. So shorty in here, and it pulls against you 23 cent. And what are you up to? 97 cent. Again, lose momentum. Do what you want. Take your money. Beyond. Let's see what Beyond did. 930. Nothing. Beyond. Okay, so Beyond. Yeah, this is vicious enough now. Look at Beyond go. So long signal in here. And I suppose that's $1.11. Like I said, take all your money and Beyond in Roku at your 50 cent, 75 cent dollar. It really depends, guys. There is no finite. It's your risk tolerance. If you can get 70 cent and 1,000 shares, do it. Or even 70 cent and 500 shares. Short, this wasn't a good one. So, okay, so because of this, look at that blocky kind of, there's a lot of red in here. Not great. So I'd walk away from this. But let's take a short. Let's just see what we can lose. So we made $1 and you're up 67 cent here, and you would get out, let's say here. That's a good enough reason to get out. 56 cent. It's okay. So you're now net 50 cent on this. And let's get in here, and you're back up $1.28. Okay, so wins. And let's see here, 10.50. You want to take another trade before 11? Sure, let's do that. Let's take another trade, 32 cent, and we're currently in an 88 cent trade. Okay, you have to sit through them longer. You know, I don't have the patience for that. I gotta get on with my life. That's basically it, guys. TrendSpotter in action, kicking ass as usual. Anyone need a trial? See the details below. Give me a shout. I'm Tradingview the whole time. Okay, talk to you in the next one.